Hey, in the studio with me today, I have three very, very talented guys. They're in a show called Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel in Concert. Now, this is not, it's not a show where you're going to see a bunch of people imitating Elvis and those guys. This is really a concert, right?
Yes, sir.
So in here, I've got over here Johnny, who's on the stand-up bass.
Yep.
And Matt's on guitar, and Eddie's on guitar.
Yes, sir.
So, first of all, Johnny, where are you from?
Southampton, England, originally.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah.
There's a lot of the 50 stars that came from that area.
There's a lot of 50 stars from over here too that spent a lot of time over there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what influenced me in playing initially. There was, I was born in '65, so by the mid '70s, I was listening to the radio and picking up what was still being played on the radio was
Right.
Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent and Elvis and Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
So Bill Haley was there a lot. So yeah, and obviously there's a lot of bands that came out of the.
Now, interesting thing about England is that a lot of the players from England, they had parents that were in the music business too. Is that true for you?
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
No, my grandmother played organ in a church, a local church, but we didn't live close enough for me to even experience that. My mum and dad had no musical knowledge or talent.
Wow.
And I've kind of tried to force my kids into it, and they've nothing.
Nothing. Huh?
Absolutely nothing.
All right.
I'd tie them down to a chair and force harmonicas in their mouths and all sorts of things. Nothing.
So, Matt, what brings you to this show?
Oh, well, Eddie, 5 years ago, shot me a Facebook message. And he'd done Elvis for $1 Million Quartet on Broadway for years. And he said, we're starting up this new show with just an Elvis thing, and we need a Scotty Moore, and you're got the finger-picking guy. So why don't you come up? And brought a guitar up, and they were like, yeah, you're good, let's do it.
This show's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's so much fun. Honestly, like I idolized Scotty Moore growing up, and his guitar playing, and obviously Elvis. But I get to play all the good early Elvis, Scotty Moore stuff every night. Like it's just there's literally no better gig.
All right. And Eddie,
Sir.
you're on the acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And where are you from originally?
Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado.
Yes, sir.
Hooked up for the California guy and a guy from England.
Yeah.
And so what brings you in? So did you do an Elvis thing at one time? Did you kind of have the resemblance?
No, that's just my parents did all the work there.
Did they?
I had nothing to do with that part. But no, I've kind of fell backwards into a show, like a stage play, musical, that ended up doing pretty well. It ended up on Broadway and did that for 5 years playing Elvis Presley. It was called $1 Million Quartet. They They had a version of that here, some friends of mine. But through that, the writer and director Floyd Mutrux, when he was working on putting this show together, gave me a call and asked me if I'd help. So I've been on board ever since.
So tell me about the show. Tell me what you try to do in the show, this Heartbreak Hotel show.
Well, it started out again as a full stage musical. This we just pared it down to just the concert version. So we're playing the music, and we had a great director, Jeff Calhoun, come in, who's got a lot of Broadway credits and helped us stage it. And a guy named Ivan Menschel that helped cut the script down and pull stuff out. It's really just the concert, the music, and then you get a little bit of the history. We're partnered up with the estate, Elvis Presley Enterprises, Authentic Brands, and they just gave us crazy unlimited access to their archives of photos and videos, and so there's a whole multimedia.
Well, there's 18 Elvis songs in the show, from what I understand.
There's more. They got to update the press release. We've squeezed more in.
Really?
We're up to like 22 now, I think.
Wow. Well, of course, in those days, a song was 2 minutes.
Exactly.
2.5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Much longer now. All right, these guys are going to play for us here. We're going to actually have them play here in the studio, and we're set up for that. So let's take a listen to Johnny, Matt, and Eddie as they do a couple of songs from the Heartbreak Hotel.
Well, just because you think he is so pretty, just because your mama thinks you're hot, just because you think you got something like nobody else has got. You cause me to spend all of my money, honey. You laugh and call me old Santa Claus. I'm telling you now, I do it you nobody else around. You caused me to lose all of my women, and now you say we are through. Well, I am telling you now, I'm through with you for a long, long, long time. But go one more time. Well, there'll come a time when you'll be lonesome. Said there's gonna come a time when you'll be blue. There'll come a time when old Santa, he won't pay your bills for you. You caused me to spend all of my money. Honey, you have to call me old Santa Claus. Oh, I am telling you now, I'm through with you. Because we're just because. Now believe me, because, just because.
Hey, I'm here with Johnny and Matt and Eddie from the Heartbreak Hotel. This is Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel in concert. And you just heard a little bit of the music that they play in the show. And I understand it's around 22 songs now of Elvis's. It's performed Wednesday through Monday at 8 p.m. with an additional 3 p.m. matinee on Sunday. And they're dark on Tuesday. They give you Tuesday off, huh?
Yeah, they give us one day.
One day. All right. And where are you guys playing?
We're at the showroom at Harrah's Casino on the Strip, sharing the room with the Righteous Brothers and Mac King.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good company.
Yeah.
That's really good company. The show itself, is it, what do you hope to bring about to the crowd? Is it just to reminisce about the music, or is it to give them the feeling? What are you trying to really do with the show?
Well, the early Elvis, that early portion of his career, the time he spent at Sun Records is some of the lesser known.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to bring some of that to the fans, and hopefully, they can learn something that they didn't know about Elvis. And all the other guys that played with him and helped him make the music.
Yeah, I think that for me, there's when people think of Elvis or an Elvis show, they think of Elvis tribute artists, and it's a heavy guy in a jumpsuit doing the karate chops and all that kind of stuff. And this isn't like that. We're not trying to imitate anybody. It's just a show of us appreciating Elvis's music. And like Eddie said, that those early years don't get a lot of look in. It's all the late stuff,
And
the movie stuff and the Hawaii
It
stuff.
was so different, too, because
Yeah,
you go
it
into
was
the
stripped
studio, you didn't have a million tracks to pick from.
Yeah.
It was the good take is the one that made the vinyl.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And they had the stand-up bass, whereas when he was here in Vegas, you didn't see much of a stand-up bass.
He had like an orchestra when he was out here, pretty much. And then, but it was so stripped down initially. It was just literally three Elvis and a bass player and a guitar player. That was it.
Yeah.
So who was his stand-up bass player?
Bill Black.
Okay. So you have you adapted to that sound that he had?
Well, I grew up listening. I mean, that's what got me into the music, was listening to the way that Bill Black played bass, and other guys. But that was a very heavy influence on me. So I'm trying to give it as much justice as I can and stick as true to the way he played, which gives it that sound which I think we need to have. It's very easy just to slip into a kind of a bar band feel where you're doing your cover version of a song and not stick to what made that song so good in the first place.
He had a lot more energy than you normally hear with a stand-up bass.
Yeah.
And Matt, you're trying to emulate some pretty great guitar players.
Yeah, well, I mean, Scotty's a lot of stuff that people don't like realize about like that first trio and the Sun stuff is that like, you know, you get up there and you get a guy and a bass player and a guitar and it's like, oh, it's 3 chords, like it's rockabilly, that's fine. But like, it's a little bit more in depth than just playing that stuff. Like you really have to. The cool thing that I really like about this and why it makes this so much fun for me too is that like this is our band in the show as well as our drummer. Like we've had this band for like 5 years now, and it just clicks that much more. And for the Scotty stuff, I'm really trying to do all those Scotty lines because they're really recognizable too. And I'm just trying to really pinpoint that, and the authenticity of the music is like one thing that really kind of draws me to this as well. Like really trying for that.
So who put the whole show together? Who did all the writing and putting this thing together?
It's sort of evolved over the last few years. It was created originally, the concept, by Floyd Mutrux. He was the original writer and director of the stage play, and then it's been adapted, for this format by a guy named Jeff Calhoun and Ivan Menschel, and then we added a musical director, Keith Harrison, to the mix. But yeah, it's sort of evolved over several incarnations. We did a run in Ogunquit, Maine for a while. Mm-hmm. We were in Chicago working, and then we started adapting the show here.
We're talking to Johnny and Matt and Eddie, who are in the Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel in concert at Harrah's, and let's listen to a little more music.
Oh, well, I woke up this morning and I looked out the door. I can tell that old milk cow by the way she low. Hold on. Just don't move me. Let's get real going for a change. Well, I woke up this morning and I looked out the door. I can tell that old milk cow, I can tell the way she low. Well, if you take my milk cow, please ride her on home. I ain't had no milk and butter since that cow been gone. Well, I try to treat you right day by day. Get out your little travel, get down on your knees and pray. Oh, you need your love and daddy's help someday. Well, then you're gonna be sorry you treated me this way. All this I'm gonna leave. Don't need your love and daddy's help someday. Well, then you're gonna be sorry you treated me this way.
All right, we're talking right now to Johnny and Matt and Eddie from the Heartbreak Hotel, Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel in concert. And I think that's really important to say it that way because it's all about Elvis. Tickets start at $49. They can be purchased online at harrahslasvegas.com or ticketmaster.com. And if you want to get more information, just visit heartbreakhotelconcert.com, heartbreakhotelconcert.com, and you can get more information about it. But it's a great show, and it's playing at Harrah's, and we're going to listen to some more music.
Come back, baby, I wanna play house with you. Well, now you may go to college, may go to school. You may have a pink Cadillac, but don't you be nobody's fool. And now, baby, come back, baby, come back, baby, come back, baby, I wanna play house with you. A little little girl so that we can play some house. Now, baby, come back, baby, come back, baby, come back, baby. I wanna play house with you one more time. Well, this is the one thing, honey, try to understand. Where to see you dead, little girl, and where to another man. Now, baby, come back, baby, come back, baby, come back, baby. I wanna play house with you. Baby, come back, baby. I wanna play house with you.
Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel in concert performs Wednesday through Monday, 8 p.m. with additional 3 p.m. matinee on Sunday, and they are dark on Tuesday. We're here with Johnny and Matt and Eddie. I really am glad you guys took the time to come by, not only to talk with us, but to play the music.
Absolutely, yeah. It's good to get out and stretch out outside the theater every once in a while.
And you notice I waited until after, I didn't make you get up for the morning show.
I really
We're so
appreciate
happy.
that.
I saw that time.
So let's do one more song. Which one is this going to be?
Let's do Baby Let's Play House.
Yeah.
Okay, here they go. Heartbreak Hotel. Remember, if you want to get tickets, just go to harrah's.com, harrahslasvegas.com, or ticketmaster.com, or go to heartbreakhotelconcert.com to get more information. And here they are.